Last comic of the night, ladies and gentlemen, another Anime Expo late night comedy show champion, 2016 when he made his mark. And from then, he's been known as Lemar the Con Guy, has been traveling all around, came back from Seattle, did Vegas 2 times. Ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome to Lemar Harris. Most blackest song ever.
Give it up for George Lopez. Danny Gonzales. Why are you crying? I'm waiting to fall through this fucking stage. I have a question. When is the appropriate time to tell your friends about the porn you actually watch? Because look at me, right? Friendly demeanor, shit like that. No one thinks I know what a pussy looks like. I swear I've seen one on the internet. But every once in a while, when my friends are getting really comfortable with me, they'll start talking about the porn they've actually watched. A lot of normal friends like, oh man, have you seen this one thing, man? I saw this girl, she was sucking a dick and then she spit it out in this other girl's mouth and she spit it in this other girl's asshole, man. It's so crazy. I'm like, wow. Hey Lemar, what have you seen? Well, there were these girls in high school reading a black Bible. I watched Bible Black way too young. I watched that shit when I was 16, and then I was very confused what a clit was. I'm like, how can you not find it? It just shoots out of the crotch. It's like a regular dick. Why is this a problem for so many people? Color me surprised. Man, the pandemic was a motherfucker, wasn't it? It's like, what? We're officially over, according to the government. Don't give a fuck. You don't give a shit. How many of you were slaves, niggas, essential workers? How many of y'all were those people? Yeah, welcome. It will take about 400 years before you get your reparations. I'm fucking with you. You're never gonna get your reparations. Oh my God. This is a good audience. You guys are having a great time. Don't give me hope. Anyone know about a voice actor named Chris Sabat? Chris Sabat, for those who don't know, is one of my very, very favorite voice actors of all time because he always plays the same character, and that is child abusers. Work with me here. One of his more notable characters from the original show Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo, decided to go the Michael Jackson route, beat that child so good he became the strongest person in his family. A few years later, became Armstrong, another. Beat that one-armed fuck to the day he got good. And now, many years later, he plays the original Ameribu, All Might. All Might, let's go back about 3 seasons Y'all remember this episode? There was an episode where it was the finals of a high school final, where they either had to escape or capture one of their lovely teachers. It was a fun romp for everybody. One person got like the teacher that could like shoot a gun. I was like, that's a weird power, but they could shoot the gun guy. And then there was the Midnight who was like, if you smell me, you'll nut yourself. But All Might, who was like Superman on steroids, was just like, I need to teach you two young boys a lesson. And he beat the fuck out of two children for an entire 30 minutes. And we cheered for that ass whooping. While their classmates sat by and went, man, I hope they passed the test. Just fucked up. I just turned 35. Yes. I'm 35 years old, which means one day I'm gonna die tomorrow. Anyway, that's it. Fuck you. Fuck you. You all because you know this shit's possible. Look, let me tell you something. The day I end, look, as a fat guy, you have two jobs. There's two jobs in the world as a fat guy. One, be funny. Two, try not to die of a fat guy disease. Because one day when I end this fucking mortal coil, I want that bitch to be a surprise. I want to be like, hey man, did you hear Lemar died? Oh yeah, that man's real sad. What happened? Oh man, you should have seen it. There was this truck, it was a runaway truck, it was going down the road, and there was this little girl with a balloon and a puppy, and she didn't see it coming. And so Lemar sprinted out there on the road, grabbed the little girl, tossed her safely into a pile of pillows, grabbed the puppy, threw that bitch in a pile of pillows, got the balloon, saved the balloon some fucking how, and then got hit by the truck before he could get out of the way. Oh man, Lamar's badass. You know the reality of the situation? What happened to Lemar? He walked from one end of the convention to the other and had a heart attack. Why are you crying? I've been in therapy recently. I can always tell the age of my audience when I say, I'm in therapy recently, yay! Or snowflake! I'm like, we'll go back to bed, Pop. Anyway, I'm in therapy recently because I would like to one day have a family. And I can't do that shit if I hate myself, which I'm okay. But most of the thing is, fucking body positivity is real hard. We ain't got a lot of fucking representation in media, right? We don't. There's not, look, if I go to Pornhub right now, I can find each and every one of your body types on there except for mine. I cannot find a POV of a fat guy just like, you sucking it? It's not in there. It's not in there. I wish it was in there. I just have this thing about like, treat others the way you want to be treated. And I don't like surprises. So the last thing I want to do is pull down my pants and surprise the girl because I don't know what's down there. But my therapist, said, you have to put things in perspective. And I said, that's fair. And he's like, have you ever thought about like, maybe you are enough? I'm like, maybe. But I just, look, first thing, I'm black, but I'm not black, right? Look, I can't see it, but Ray Charlesing right now. I can feel like I got a woman. I got an idea of what's down there, right? And I was like, oh man, I'm not like any of these motherfuckers, so I have a small thing. I'm like, that's not true. That's not true. I have about what, $100 worth of dick. Now, calm down. $100 in 2023, not 2020. The reason I say that is because imagine this. You are walking in the street, and you look down and you see $100 on the ground, and you pick it up, and it's right there. And it's like, yay, I have $100. I can go give me some weed, give me a drink or two, maybe get some good food. It's $100. It's not gonna change your life. Not the most money you're ever gonna have. You're not gonna like dream of this $100 again, but it's $100 and you're happy. But imagine that you fucking climbed a mountain, crossed a barren desert, went deep into the cave of wonders, hacked at the bushes, finally get to the treasure, open it up, and there's $100 fucking dollars. I'd be mad. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's probably having a $100 dick too, because I actually like big women. It's a thing. I do. I like my curvy girls. I like having something to have and to hold and shit. But like, an unstoppable force trying to fuck an immovable object is... The problem is distance, you know? My thighs times her thighs equals fucking distance. But don't worry, I'm clearly very good at eating shit. One of those strange motherfuckers that do it for my fun. I even like resting my head upon the food, but it's like a built-in pillow. Just. I'm going to end my set by saying this. Recently, a game, not recently like last year, a game came out that changed my life forever. It was called Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil 8. Let me explain something to you people. I am from a small town called Monroe, North Carolina. It's right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's small because I lived in a house next to a fucking forest. An actual forest. The one you read about in National Geographic. So at night, when I'm going to bed, my mother would say, "Good night, son." My father would say, "Good night, son." And the chupacabra would say, "Good night, son." So I didn't need horror in my life. I was already in the South. I was already black. Didn't really need any more. So I never watch scary movies. I never watched a scary movie in my time, except for Scary Movie, which is a comedy, right? But then, the fucking Japanese released a 9-foot-tall white woman in my life, and I was like, I have to play this fucking game. And I knew she was going to become a vagina monster. Because it's Resident Evil, they had to become vagina monsters. But I had to do it. I had to do it. So I found all my friends who are on suicide watches and say, "Hey, can you help me watch some horror movies?" And they said, "Sure." Because that's what suicide watch people do. They watch horror movies. Be offended, it's true. But anyway, I watched it and I played that game and I got through it all. And let me tell you something. Despite everything I've said, I'm a top. But if that woman wanted my butthole,
Y'all have a good time, folks? Yeah! All right, thank you all for coming. We do have a merch booth outside. Also, don't forget, Ronin Expo's coming out October 21st. Guys, have a good night. Take care. DJ!